You can definitely feel how incredibly cold it is, and of course we're just at the beginning of the cold weather, so in fact I've already turned on the heater just a couple times, I know, at least during the nighttime hours when it gets really cold.
Yeah, so have I, but there are some things you can do to winterize your home so it's ready to keep you warm and hopefully save you some cash. So joining us this morning is an associate from the Home Depot, Fernando Gonzalez. Fernando, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And you've been here before on the show,
yes.
A returning guest, and this type of stuff is important because we're talking about a few things. First of all, staying warm, and second of all, saving some money as well on those utility bills. So first of all, how do we keep that heat in the house and keep the cold out of the house?
Well, it's said that about 30% of your heating bill just exits out of your house by windows or drafty doors.
Okay.
So if we can cover those, we're going to save quite a bit of money.
30% of your heating bill just because of that. Wow.
And the bulk of that is, really in the next 3 to 4 months. So if we can save it now, it's actually pretty good time to do it. What we have for a few bucks is a window insulation kit that for $5, $6, $7. It's a film that you can put on your window, and it acts like a buffer. So it actually keeps the heat from leaving your house and the cold from coming in. Also for summertime, it keeps the hot air from outside coming in. So it's
keeps
actually
your cool air inside.
exactly.
So good for all seasons.
Exactly. So you want to make sure we got all the windows covered, and that's not going to cost you that much money to do that. Also around the windows, the caulking, if there's cracks in it or there's gaps, that's where the hot air is just going to be going out. That's basically money going out your house. You don't want to have that. So we got this DAP 3.0, which is a caulking that you can use around the windows and around the doors. It kind of sets pretty quick, so it's kind of easy to use. It's not really too difficult.
Okay.
We can show you how to get this taken care of, and that's only a few bucks anyway. Really, the other major one is the doors. So you want to make sure you got good weather stripping around the doors, around the edges, so when the door closes, there's a tight seal. A lot of times, the seals will break after 2 or 3 years. People don't know, and just the hot air just coming out, cold air is coming in, and your furnace is going to be working a lot harder to try to keep the house warm. An easy one too is this door draft, because
this
a lot of
sit
people
on the floor, right?
This sits right on the floor, right under your threshold, and this is going to really save you a lot of money. It's an inexpensive way of doing it, and you can put it at 2 or 3 doors. It's not going to cost you that much to do.
Huh, my dog might eat that one up.
So most of these things are really quite cheap too.
Yeah.
Lots of options you have there. One of the other things, of course, you're going to have your thermostat going.
Exactly.
What's the best thing to have it running smartly when you turn your thermostat on?
Well, you want to look at your thermostat and make sure that you're not heating the house if nobody's there. And that's going to save you money. A lot of people work, Monday through Friday. They're leaving their house at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. You don't need to keep your house at 71 degrees if there's no one there. So if you get a thermostat that you could adjust and program, you can leave it at about 61, 62 during the day, and an hour before you get home, it can kick on, and you can get home, and it's going to be nice and toasty in there, so you'll be fine. One of the biggest ones, though, is the filters. You want to change these maybe one to every 3 months. Change these filters because a clogged filter is going to make your furnace work harder, and it's not going to be able to push out the hot air.
And that's a lot more often than I would have guessed, too.
Oh, no, yeah. One recommendation that we do is that you put it on a calendar. Like in my house, I have a calendar on my refrigerator, and I put down, check
filter.
check filter, and if I have to change it, I'll go ahead and change it.
How do you know if you have to change it? What do you?
Well, you can look at it, and if you see it really dusty, you can go ahead and change it. But typically,
don't just try to clean it. You need to change it.
You want to change it. You're better off that way because of the allergies and all the stuff that get around the house.
And if there's one thing that you have to do, what would it be? If out of all these things, doors, windows, or filter?
Filters.
Okay.
Filters is going to be the big one because you can change this pretty quick. It's inexpensive, and it's going to help your furnace.
Okay.
So
when your furnace goes out, then you're not, all this stuff is not going to really work because you're not going to have the heat inside your house. So you want to make sure your filters are working properly.
More efficiently, too, on those processes. So way to save you money and, of course, keep your house warm. 2 important things. Thanks so much, Fernando, from the Home Depot for being with us this morning. And speaking of home improvements, take a look at this one. You've got a chance to check out the Canyon County Fall Home Show this weekend at the Idaho Center. We're giving away some tickets to the event on our website. Enter for a chance to win by just heading to IdahoOnYourSide.com. Click on the contest tab. That show does start Friday and includes some home improvement ideas, plus some safety and preparedness tips. So I'm sure you'll see a lot of winterization things, plus other ideas out there for any projects you might be working on. So head on over to our website for that.